Hello my friends and welcome once again to another episode of Tony's Comfort Kitchen, the home of comfort food. Okay, so today I am doing chicken parmesan, or chicken parma as it's sort of more commonly known. It's quite a simple dish to do and it's actually quite fun to make. It's very similar to, I did a previous video which was mozzarella chicken. It's kind of in a similar vein to that. If you want to go and check that video out, I will put a link to that at the very end of this video. So if you want to go and have a look at that, please do. Anyway, it's a very simple, tasty dish, and it's just, you know, it's essential comfort food. It really is a comfort food dish. Anyway, it's enough of me talking. Let's get on and cook. Now then, I'll mention the ingredients as I go along, as I cook the dish, and I will put all the ingredients in the description below as usual, so you can check them out there. So we're going to start off with 2 chicken breasts, which we're going to flatten out. So to that I will get a good old piece of cling film, shrink wrap, whatever you choose to call it, and a meat tenderizer in my case, or you could use a rolling pin. And we just need to flatten the breasts out until at about, I don't know, a centimetre thick. You don't need to hit them too hard. You're just looking to get an even thickness all the way through. Okay, so there we have 2 flattened out chicken breasts, and then we dip them into, first of all, into seasoned flour. It's just flour with some salt and pepper, and coat those breasts with all the flour, and then, hope the camera can see all this, into, I've got two eggs and a little bit of water mixed up together. It's less clingy when there's a little bit of water with it, I find. And then into some breadcrumbs, just regular breadcrumbs. You could use panko breadcrumbs if you want, but I'm just using regular breadcrumbs. I'll put it to one side. That's it. So we'll put the breasts in the fridge and we'll start to make the tomato sauce. Alright, so we'll start by heating the frying pan. And into that I will put about a tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, and with the oil heating up, we'll put in 1 medium onion, fairly finely chopped. And we'll just, as usual, cook those down. This tomato sauce recipe, I've done something fairly similar just in, I don't know, a couple of videos ago where I did the tuna pasta. So the tomato sauce is pretty much just a fairly basic tomato sauce. And if you want to check out that video, again, I'll put a link to that at the end of this video, so you can check out my tuna pasta recipe. As ever, I'll add some salt and some freshly crushed black pepper. Now, as with the tuna pasta dish that I did, I'm going to add a couple of anchovy fillets. You don't have to put these in, but I love anchovy fillets, so I'll use them as often as I can. These will break down and you won't even know they're in there, but they will add another level of flavour. They'll just break up and disintegrate into the sauce, but they add this sort of umami flavour, which is very desirable. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes now, and as you can see, the anchovies are starting to break up. So we'll add the equivalent of about two to three cloves of garlic. We'll just let those cook in, and then we'll add the tomatoes. Okay, so I'm adding 400 gram tin chopped tomatoes. Oh, look at that colour. That is red, red, red. Again, we'll just let that cook in, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, and the rest of the ingredients are as follows. I have 1 heaped teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and half a teaspoon of sugar, just to balance out the acidity in the tomatoes. Give those a good stir in. And I'll put in crumbled up chicken stock cube, just give it some extra oomph, followed by about just under half tins worth of water, just to help it. And then finally, a good squeeze of concentrated tomato puree, which will thicken it up and give it a nice thick tomatoey flavour. And basically just we'll cook this down. I'm actually looking for a fairly thick sauce. It should take about 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, something like that. So I shall see you then. Okay, it's been about 10-12 minutes. This is cooking down nicely. Oh, the smell of this is gorgeous, and it looks fantastic. The colour is incredible. There are not many things more satisfying than a tomato sauce. Okay, I think this tomato sauce is pretty much done now. We'll put it to one side and we'll start frying up the chicken. Now I am using a cast iron frying pan to fry the pieces of chicken in, because it's going to go in the oven afterwards. If you don't have a frying pan that can go in the oven as well, then you could use a casserole dish that's good for flame top, a stove top, and also can go in the oven, because we're going to put straight into the oven from cooking the chicken. Right, looks like it's coming up to temperature. So I'll put the chicken in. Right, we just want to brown the chicken on both sides. I'll flip it over. Ooh, nice. So it's nice and golden. Okay, so that's the chicken nicely browned on both sides. Like I say, we're going to keep it in there. And to those, I am going to add 150 grams of grated mozzarella. Just to cover the chicken. A little bit close in the pan, it's fine. And then on top of that, we add the tomato sauce. That wonderfully red tomato sauce. I can't get over the redness of this. It's a very red tomato sauce. As you can see, that pan is still quite hot. And then on top of all that, we'll add 60 grams of Parmesan. I mean, we've got to add the Parmesan, it's the name of the dish. Oh yes. Cheese, cheese, more cheese. And that's it, so we will now put it in the oven. The oven is at about 170 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes to half an hour. Okay, my friends, it is out of the oven. It's been there for about 20 minutes, just short of 20 minutes, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Got to cut into it, have a look. Ooh, look at that. Right, I'm going to cut a couple of pieces so I can eat them for my outro. Okay, it's time to try this fantastic Parma chicken, or chicken Parma, whatever you want to call it. I can't hold the pan because it's red hot, obviously it's just come out of the oven, so excuse me, I'm going to turn around and have a go. Oh, straight away, oh man. There is something so magical about chicken with tomato sauce and cheese, whether it be mozzarella or whether it be Parmesan. In this case, it's got both. So, marriage made in heaven. Hang on. Oh, I dropped a bit. Can't believe I dropped a bit of chicken. Anyway, this dish is fantastic. A weeknight special or a weekend, it is perfect. It's just one of the best comfort food dishes I know. Like I say, that marriage of the tomato sauce, the cheese and the chicken, absolute classic. So, let me know, if you have a go at this, let me know in the comments below how you get on. And please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. And excuse me, I'm going to have one more. Naughty. That is fantastic. Like I say, I'll see you in the next episode. Peace and love, my friends. Peace and love.